Hi! Happy Monday! Happy new week! Hope you had a great weekend. I am in Vegas, about to lead 43 people from here to Grand Canyon, Monument Valley, Lake Powell, Bryce Canyon, Zion Canyon, and then back to here. We leave Wednesday morning and arrive back here next Monday. So, going to be on a new adventure this week. And gonna be getting married in less than 2 weeks. Yay! So I can't wait to see a lot of you that are going to be attending our reception on June 20th and celebrating our love. I really can't believe this is finally happening in my life. And speaking of things finally happening, I think many of you know that for years I think down deep I didn't think that I would meet somebody that would compliment me to the point of deciding to commit my life in a committed, wonderful relationship and choosing to get married. Of course, having Colorado pass the law that it's legal for two men to get married has been a huge step for many of us, but we would have no matter what. But it's been really nice that we can get married in Colorado where we live and share it with our friends and family. You know, and speaking of things not happening or feeling like things aren't happening, I wanted to touch on that a little bit and also tie it into self-love and gratitude. Because there were, like I said, many years, for numerous reasons, that I just didn't think I deserved it. That I just didn't think it was going to happen. I thought, well, I'm gay and I'll just be alone, or I'll just have flings, or I might have a relationship, but it's not going to last, or they're not going to truly love me for me, and the difficulty of feeling like I was completely supported by family and religion and things like that. So it's really exciting to be able to break free and know that I'm worthy and know that I'm with somebody that compliments me and that loves me unconditionally. But speaking of unconditionally loving, it's so important that each of us love ourselves unconditionally. And I'll tell you, I share publicly with you my life here on Facebook because it's how I process this, and it's important to me. It's important for me to be vulnerable. It seems to really help me heal. And if it can inspire anyone at the same time, which many of you have reached out and said that it does, and so it encourages me to continue not only for myself, but for you, if anything that I say might help you along your journey. Because as I mentioned before, we really are connected. And we all struggle. We all have fears. We all have hopes. We all have dreams. We all have ups and downs. We all have, I think, levels of unworthiness. And I know that many days I feel great. I feel on top of the world. I feel really, really content and happy. And then there are other days, I'm sure as many of you have felt, where I just feel like, oh my God, what am I doing? Why am I here? Why aren't things happening? Why do I feel so unfulfilled? I think many of you think that I have this incredible life, and in many ways I do. But there's still many things that I want to be different. But I think that's where the self-love and the patience comes in, and knowing that there's a purpose, a divine purpose, that the universe has laid out for us. Not that we don't have some control while we're here, but there really is a bigger picture, in my opinion. So it's reminding ourselves that we're here to learn and to grow, and that it's unfolding. That's the excitement of it. And that this is such a short time that we're here anyway. And I think so many of us with our egos get so attached to the outcomes and get so attached to what we don't have, or get attached to what we should have, forgetting that we don't live forever in this physical body. And I know I struggle with that. There's certain people that I see doing so well professionally, and I think to myself, why are they excelling and why am I not? What have I done wrong, or what I could have done differently? But then I look at what I have done. See, it's going back to looking at what we do have and what we have done rather than what we don't have. And I know that I do that constantly. I look at what I don't have, or I look at what I should or could or wish I had, instead of all the wonderful things to be grateful for. So today, this week, I'm sharing with you that I'm grateful for myself, that I'm grateful that I want to grow and that I want to learn, that I want to expand, and that I'm vulnerable and that I'm willing to share myself with the world, and that I have gifts and that I'm willing to push through the fear to share them. And I'm glad that regardless of what the outcome is, that I have the courage to share who I am with you, and the courage to love unconditionally Paul and myself. Now, not always perfectly, obviously, but with the intention to do that. But it all comes back to loving ourselves first, knowing we're worthy, knowing that we're not alone. So this week, when you start to feel upset or down or challenged, just know that what's important is that you value the good things about yourself and what you do have to offer. And we're all different. Comparing ourselves is pointless. There's no reason, there's no point to compare ourselves to other people, because we're all on a different journey, even though we're connected. So when one person is at the top of their success, we don't know why or what's going on, and what their learning is, what their journey is. And so it's so important that we come back to here and we look at what we do have, and we continue to dream, and we continue to work, and we continue to share, and be vulnerable and be willing. So have a wonderful week, and I send you love, and I will continue to share and be vulnerable with you. My joys, my successes, my hurts, my fears. But I know one thing. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful to be marrying my soulmate on June 20th. So live love now. I'll talk to you soon.